Hi guys, and welcome back to Let's Play Roller Coaster Tycoon 3 mods. So if you watched the previous episode, you'd have seen this entrance that I've made here, using a lot of custom scenery, which is pretty much what we're here for, the mods, the custom scenery. So we've got our entrance here. Just to recap on those who may have missed out, I've got my peep generator just inside this building. Got myself an arcade here. In here is a gift shop and a Starbucks where you can get yourself some coffee, and also some toilets just in the back there. Right, so when we left off, we were just finishing off the tree. We did all the path and whatnot, finished the bridge. So what are we going to do today? Well, today I'm going to be making a castle. I'm going to be sticking a castle here, lining it with path all the way around the edge to follow the water line, make a nice sort of cliff edge here, nice medieval area that kind of fits in with the Swiss look. And we're going to build our first couple of rides as well. So what we really need to do before we build any rides is decide where everything's going to be. Now, I find it a lot easier to build my park around my rides, purely because if you try to build your rides around your scenery, you'll find that you miss out certain spaces and it becomes a lot harder. So the two rides we're going to be making for this is, I've decided, a log flume and also a roller coaster. So we'll both see those. They probably won't be both in this episode, but they will be within the next few episodes, so we'll get to see some awesome things there as well. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to lay out where I want my path to be. I'm going to continue to use this Old Spice Epcot bridge, just purely because I like it, and I'm going to just mark out where I want my path to be. Actually, before I do that, what I really should do is sort out my terrain. Right, so I don't want all of my park to be flat. As you can see, I've got some raised areas here which look pretty good. I want my castle to be on a slope, make it more realistic. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have a raised section around here. Let's just make a small mess here. That's too far. Let's use this one. There we go. So I'm going to have a bit of a raised section with a town in, medieval kind of village, and from then on in, past this part, once we get that all flattened out. There we go. I should just bring that a bit more. See where I've got this inlet here? I'm going to stick a river in, a moat for the castle, try and make it nice and realistic. And yeah, so let's make this nice and flat. So where my castle's going to be up here. Now the majority of the rides which I make are on a flat surface. So I will be making some flat surfaced tracked rides, roller coasters and whatnot, but I do prefer my roller coasters to not be flat. So if you've ever been to places like Alton Towers, which is one of my favourite theme parks, got some of my favourite rides there, to name it one of the nemesis. Just to give you a quick overview, Alton Towers, they have a height limit on their rides. They cannot build above the tree lines. So to conquer this, what they do is they build into the ground, which is fantastic because it means all the scenery around the park for the rides, the scenery around the rides, is all interacts with itself. So Nemesis, if you've ever been on there, is an inverted hanging coaster, and you're flying around, you're going through all the trees, all the rocks, and it's just fantastic. So yeah, I like to do the same kind of thing with my rides. This is what I'm going to be doing with this. So I'm just going to put my moat in here. I'll probably put an extra lake in. There we go. The water's just disappearing because I'm changing the surface level. That's not a problem because I will just pop that back in a second. Should probably just make another lake. I'm not going to moat the whole thing. We could probably put another waterfall up here. Yeah. Right, so yeah, as I was saying about the roller coasters and the rides, when I build my roller coasters, because I like them to interact with the scenery and the surrounding land, I tend to dig down into the ground and then build up from there. Otherwise, you have everything on the same level of plane, height plane, and it just looks too much the same. I just don't like it. I like to have a bit of a mixture, a bit more realism going on. Right, so just so I know what I'm doing here, let's pop this water back in. Is that high enough? Is that too high? I think we want to go one more. Yeah, that's just right. Okay, so we've got a moat going on here. Oh, camera angles. Right, now let's build our path, because that's the next thing we need to do. We need to know where I want my peeps to go. So we're just going to pop that in. I want this to go all the way around here. I'm going to have two entrances into my castle, one from this side, one from this side. I say castle into my castle town. I want all my paths to be flat as well until I've got a hilled section. So as you noticed, may have noticed I'm using a flat path like this instead of letting it conform to the ground. Oh no, we don't want that. So all this bit here, as with the path I've done over here, oh sugar, you'll see that this dips down, makes a nice kind of cliff wall. These rocks here I'm going to be using to make it more realistic. Okay, so we'll just leave it like that for the moment. I might concentrate. Yeah, I'm gonna stick in a flat ride first, and then you can see some of the modded things that I've got on the flat rides. Right, let's see what we've got. I'm thinking either a chair swing here, which is just a standard ride. I don't want nothing too flashy yet, because they've only just come into the park. So either a chair swing. We got what else do we have? We've got a magic, which is CFR custom flat ride, which was made by this bloke called Carlos. That's pretty much just like a twister, but it's a lot more better. Octopus is too cliche. Quite fussy, see, everything's got to be perfect, as you may have seen in the last video. What do we have? What do we have? Twisted too boring. And the Windseeker's too big. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go for the back up the top. Where is it? So it's this one here, and a standard exit, wasn't it? Yes. Okay, and we had the invisible fence going on. I don't want that over the top. Change the colour, which I don't think I can. Yes, this does the lights. So for this I'm just going to change to nighttime. Oh no, it's daytime, nighttime. There we go. This decides what colour the lights are. So I could have pink lights if I wanted, but I don't. I want all my lights to be white. There we go. Okay, let's pop this back to daytime. Oh, every 20 minutes. I don't do every 10 minutes because I think that's a bit too much. 10 minutes is okay. And yeah, let's call it just chair swing. I won't put any music in yet because there's some music I still need to pop into the game. I've put some of those stuff in already, but yeah, actually, yeah, let's what have we got? What have we got? Yeah, let's just leave it without any for the minute. Okay, right. Any load? It's not costing me any money. Why not? Right, that's fine. Let's build ourselves the path then to go in it. So the path that I want for the rest of this, I'm still going to use Moby's paths. Possibly. I know I downloaded some more. Yes. So I'm going to use these paths. I don't know if to go for more of a, not grass colour, no. More the brownie colour, because this is going to be a very big wooded area. I just need the full path. There we go. Is that on the brown? No, it's on the green. I want it on the brown. There we are. Okay, so you can see here I finished most of the path. What I'm going to do now is go in and stick all the walls in, just for this section, so we can get that over and done with. I mean, we'll look at the fine points later, but it's more about just getting the bulk of it done that's more important to me at the moment. So yeah, we're just going to go back to Moby's curved walls. I might go for a slate this time instead of a brick. Let's see what that looks like. I think I like the other one better. Not the brick, the stone. This one looks better to me. I do like this one. So I'm going to stick with this. We've just paused the video there because I was doing sorting out the paths and this ride. So I finished off the chair swing. I've had to put in one of Moby's paths here purely because his path's actually fitting with the walls which I'm using. A lot of the other paths don't, but I will be using some of the other paths later for other things. So you can see I finished all the planters off, all the walls, created a nice area for them to walk in and queue and then come out. Okay, so at the minute you can see I'm placing some rocks. I thought I'd continue the video here for a moment, just so I can give you some pointers on placing rocks like this. One of the things I was going to say is that you can obtain full rock pieces like big cliffs and things, which do look great, but if you really want to create that natural effect, then you really have to put the effort in and pile stuff in. So that's what I'm going to do now, is just pile a whole bunch of rocks in. I'm making sure that a lot of them sink into the ground at the bottom as well, because I want that to be natural, not just floating off the sides of a wall. Let's put some more in here. Also mix and match your rocks, don't just keep using the same type of rock. So here I'm using Weber's rocks. I've also found his stone creations. The one I was looking for in the first episode, I've managed to find that now. That was hiding in one of my download folders, so I've got that in there now. Yeah, okay guys, so I've pretty much finished off this small section here. So as you see, I've put a lot of vegetation, a couple of benches. The vegetation set, just in case you're wondering, is a mixture of Station Gym, Old Spice, and I think it's just those two actually. And I finished off my rocks, so I'm happy with that. I probably will touch up some more of these areas later on, but I don't really want to get too into it at the minute. I really want to focus on getting some more rides into the park, So I'm just going to miss out all these connecting areas here. The reason is because I don't want to commit to them when they may need to be changed or moved. So if we go straight into creating this castle area, as you can see I've already raised up an area. One of the rides which I'm going to be putting into here is one of Imagineer John's. Here you go, spinning barrels. So if you've ever been to Alton Towers, there is a spinning barrels ride. It's basically a teacup ride but in barrels. One of the sceneries I do have for the castle is like a tavern, so I think I have the tavern anyway, so I'll be popping that right next to this. So if we pop our ride in first, I will pop it in here. Okay, invisible entrances and exits. I think I'll just have the one teller. Have the invisible exit. Oh no, I'm doing the entrance first, that way. Right, so I want them to face this way. Yes, and we need the exit, so the exit go here. Okay. Invisible fencing, as always, because I make my own fencing. Is there anything we can do with the colours? No. Right, so we'll just leave that as it is. 20 minutes. So they're spinning barrels. I know they're gunpowder barrels, but I'd like it to rather be drinking barrels. So I'm probably going to call it the Dizzy Night. Dizzy Nights. There we go, a bit of a pun there, Dizzy Nights, if you've ever been out drinking too much. We want to get rid of that as well, so just click that again. No music just yet, I'll pop some in later. Everything on here is alright, it's not costing me any money. Okay, so I've got the scenery for this as well. I'm just going to remember where I found it. It should be under Imagineer John's. Ah yes, I just need to pop these in, I think. Imagineer John's spinning barrels, there we go. Okay, just need to make sure I line this up correctly. Yep, there we go. So I know you can see a second entrance here. I'm just really going to probably block that off with something. There we go. So that's going to be the spinning barrels ride here. Should probably make some paths for this now. I've just been using a generic path for this because I'm using an invisible entrance. If I use this path, it doesn't do it now. It was probably because it was elevated, but on the other ride we just did the chair swing, it created lips around the side. Now, as I said earlier in the video, when I make my rides, I don't really like to make lots of them above ground. So the roller coaster is going to be a fantastically huge roller coaster. I don't really want it to be too much higher than my castle, so a lot of it will be going underground. It will probably go throughout this cavern here. There'll be some finishing areas, but I want my main feature of both my roller coaster and my log flume combined to be this cavern. So I'm going to be creating a big dip here, where both my roller coaster and my log flume can meet up in this beautiful cavern underneath the water, underneath the ground. Now, obviously the riders don't know exactly where this is. They don't know it's underground, underneath the station, and well, nobody does apart from me and you guys. But it's a great way to save space. I mean, how do you think these theme parks create these magical, wonderful rides? They don't just have a box, a magical box where you can just have as much space as you want, because that would be brilliant. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna go for the 2-seater here. Actually, what does the 4 look like on there? Yeah, it's a bit wide. I don't think I want one that wide. It looks pretty cool, but yeah, go on then. We'll go for the wider one. Right, so I want my trains to be 4 long, which means I can probably kick this back a bit. Yep, have a small station. Yep, I might go for the small station. Let's do that. Okay, so one of the things I like to put in here are block brakes. That enables me to have more trains on my track at one point. Let's just pop this round here so I can build my exit. Let's do that. Yep, block brakes. Need a turn. And I need my exit station. There we go, there's my exit station. Okay. And some more block brakes. Brakes are always a good thing to have in your park, on your roller coasters. They control the flow. A lot of the videos I watch involve rides which don't have block brakes or any brakes, and they just look horrendous, to be honest. You'll get flown around everywhere. They're not smooth. They're not nice to watch. Let's change that to 18. Put low friction. Right. So. It's going to go around. Go on. Yeah, there we go. I'm going to make that a slower one just because he's going quite slow there and he speeds up quite a bit. Right, so... Alright, so, since I've paused the video, I had to pause the video because I had some sound in the background known as the misses, who made quite a lot of noise. And you guys didn't want to hear that. So, in the meantime, I've finished creating my track, including my hidden ride element. So, we're just going to test it now and see how it goes. I've added in some boosted areas, some block brakes, cinematic sequences. I see a lot of people online do this, and it's pretty impressive. While I don't want to solely put it all into one coaster, I feel that, you know, why not show you how it works? So I've got it on test. I'm just going to unpause it. I'm going to watch this lovely car here. I'm just going to change some colours while that's going on. Let's see what we've got. We don't want blue seats. I think we're gonna. Oh, wow, this camera. I think we're gonna go for black seats. And we want black on the inside, so that'll be black. This bit can maybe silver. Let's go for that bit to be silver. Oh no, not too much black. I think we've got too much black going on here. And I'm gonna get done for racism. Right, here we go. So, drops down into our first diving loop. Let's see if I can turn the camera there without causing problems. There we go. So, got a diving loop. I've stuck a brake here just to slow him down a little bit so it doesn't fly into the corner. There we go. We've got a 0G roll, and then they'll come flying into another brake section. This is where I'm going to have my bit where it interacts, I say interacts, where it meets up with the log flume. Oh, it's got some rain going on here. Okay, so I've got a block section here, and then a boosted section for the final run. So it's going to launch out. There we go. Up over at Camel Hill, Camel Pump, Helix, into a final run. This is going to bring us back indoors, because my station obviously is going to be indoors. Some block sections here. And into a lift hill that takes us back up to the station. Now, one thing which I didn't mention to you guys, which I'm going to be doing as well, is I'm going to be putting in a cable car station here. Now, the cable car station will then link across the water, oh, not that far, but over here, to this other section, because I'm going to have rides and whatnot over here, and we need some sort of travel for them to get there without going through a mountain, by the looks of it, without having to walk the whole long distance. So I think some cable cars over there would look good. Yeah, that lines up quite nicely. I was going to put it here, but there's trees and I forgot, and it's just a whole mess. So yep. I'm not worried about customising this just yet. I'm just going to close it. We'll pause it again, because I don't want my park to be 25 years old by the time it opens. That would be ridiculous. Right, so let's sort out some paths for the entrance here. I think it'd be better if I stuck that entrance that side. In which case I will change him to face the other way. There we go. Right, so sort some paths. When it comes to my indoors, indoor paths, so like queue lines that are inside buildings and things, I will make them totally enclosed. I won't have any just cruddy walls, it'll all be done properly. So there will be a lot of pausing in this video as well, as you may well have guessed, and that's not going to go that far down. Okay, yeah, because this is all going to be walls and shops and stuff, so I can stick in a shop down here or some sort. And we'll get rid of that a bit more, because this is where we're going to have our monorail station. Not monorail, sorry, cable car station, yes. I've got some brilliant CTR for that. Have you ever been to Alton Towers? Got the gondolas from that, so that'll be awesome. Right, so we've got 2 rides here already. I think the next thing I need to do is put my log flume in. Now I'm going to have my log flume starting in a building as well, but I'm going to start building the log flume from the bottom. It's always easier to start from the bottom and build your way up. That way you know how far you've got until you hit the ground. Right, so where is the log flume on here? I was going to use the giant flume, but it's more of a roller coaster, and I've got some really good custom scenery for the actual log flume itself. Yeah, that'll be fine. Right, so first thing I want to do with this landscape down here is I want to kit it out with a load of rocks. Actually, before I do that, I want to get rid of all these supports, because I'm going to make my own supports. So, if you remember the bridge that we made, is it Ralphie's bridge? Where's he gone? Ah, might be better if I do that. There we go. There we go, so Ralphie's bridge set. What I want to get is the support killer down the bottom, and I'm just going to get rid of every single support, which it won't let me do for the log flume. I will, but I have to keep doing it by the looks of it. Oh, that takes the piss. Ah, just an update, I found a quicker way of doing it. If you literally just drag it to the top and then click it once, all gone. No problem. Okay then guys, so yeah, so for now I'm going to leave it as that. I've got rid of most of the supports that really matter. We've got our coaster floating around, and we've got in our barrel ride, spinning barrel ride, that's it. And this episode we've also finished the first ride they're going to get is the chair swing, so that's ready to go. Still got to do all this yet, and sort out all the caves. So that's the end of this episode for now. In the next episode, what we're going to be doing is sorting out the whole cavern itself, starting to build the castle, and yeah, get the rest of it sorted out. So until then, see you around. Thanks for watching.